Yeah, I think that family and friends are Prof.Frimpong Boateng Others no new to be and I'm not sure say Ghana for here or not. Say Omeka.
Right.
That is the level of dishonesty or Ghana putting for a binum side.
Level of dishonesty.
When they are enjoying, they shut up, they enjoy. If you are then no more by joining the commoners, ordinary people not crying as if say they care. They don't care about anybody. That is how selfish and greedy most Ghanaian politicians are. Because Akufo-Addo Shas here in the last in the first administration by or appointed family friends, your friends say cabas and as a forum. This man was part of this administration. We never heard his voice anywhere raising concerns about the rising rate at which family people were getting involved in the administration. Nema no more were quite obvious. Obianim. What's in our home because you were part of the establishment. I enjoy it until recently Olusun appointment. That is when he started coming up with all these things. Makacha man for say, so we a leader, we a penini. Now person we as a leader now man for what trust and confidence. You need to have a proper conviction, believe in something, and when you believe in that thing, you have decent minds gravitating towards you. Rollins emerged here to become a leader of your friends AFRC in as a forum. Even cool no, he wasn't even part of it. But it was a turning point as something. That was when people saw something in him and made him a leader. Because this whole June 4th thing, the soldiers planned June 4th. And new 15th May, and I Rollins sorry for some few people. It didn't say on to me chance I June 4th. And you know, when now raffle and then some other guys be moving it. So or corner down for watching and catch and say, Charlie, I didn't know to me try. I say your corner. And they are I won't call them say I watching you 2 car or why no jar raffle no 2 form and ging didn't alarm so I don't much you know. And the subsequent development now, you are around the amount for a cahono. Then he told them, say, Sanko for no mochichi chomuna, Obian Kana or no qua. And the Sane, your friends say, telecast we no muya case, your friends say, honor their on your economists by a common dinner, South is anyway, no. At that point, it's answer no kind, no. People saw something in him and he became a rally point and people were rallying towards him. So when the coup actually went through, no, people saw say, because of what this guy has done, no, there is a need for him to be the leader of this group. He wasn't part of it, but because he stood for something and believed in something, people gravitated towards him. As a leader, that is what you do. You stand up for something. You are part of the administration. If something is not going well, you must stand up against it. That is what the last time I was telling you, say, Alan should just keep quiet because you see, these people have been part of it until say that is when they realize say Nema ako bone. When you are Kubro, these other guys, your friend saying, they started early criticizing the government from day one. When they saw, say, the rate at which Akufo-Addo was packing his family people into the administration, you know, Sadia no sebi a young Kurasama in this civilized and modern era, so far democracy is concerned, Alaska. Once it's a fearful and for me go abaimu. Because the very moment you do that, you compromise on integrity, you compromise on your effort as a president. Said bibi boni bi sia obetimi akrake down because wo fase nie wo nananie unia ba nie asem sia e family matter ye kofia kwakosovo. So the point is say ye de emrasem eye adwuma no sa point ni eni ho. That is why ne kenofori atabaya bosuma otigana for komu people are calling him out. Still he's still hanging on because of his fraternal relationship with the president, because of this your friend saying family relationship with the president. He cannot just let him go to the point that even his own party people will say no, enough is enough. The economy has taken a nosedive. Things are going our way. Decisions are papa way. There is no confidence, there is no trust, because if you go to the international market, go and see Ghana a track record, various rating agencies will be a market down. So how come this guy is still playing finance minister? Time to let him go. But because of that relationship with the president, see him as a family member, no, or letting him go, will be trained, huh?
Wow.
And so what your friend is saying, Matiamidu, the special prosecutor, during those times. The challenges that he went through, the confrontations that he had, you know, all the individuals he had those confrontations with are the president's family members. enye gabia na ye asarbedi atuo enye asarbedi atuo asante bedi atuo enye gabia sa abrante na no ma na dot tuya na no wenum tete flaster house amu dey sign your friend saying executive secretary sign president signature when he was out there Alaska. These are people omote the corridors of power taking critical decision for us. These guys were cited because they feel so powerful than even the president. Because I don't know even if Akufo-Addo is even in charge, because at his age I don't know how many documents he can read. So everything comes back to these guys. What I said? He's just sitting. Oko Cameroon. Sepo obi asa not here. Omo ba na obato aba no wi ane achechire na hye mu na kosi fran ya na kwa brochire. Na amanfo ebu o man no. So 4 years Baba Son matam the number. He doesn't even, he barely stayed there because his health is so terrible, sir. He cannot even read a page of a document.
So that is what you see.
That is what is going on. So these guys, see, they see them as guardians, protecting the family legacy to ensure, sir, the president will do everything to survive. So a man in your how this family cabal, but the question is the courage to confront this evil when we saw it long ago and we spoke against it. Yan sorry an kasentia de ekosia o man bebono. Where were they? Because enye afa na esio Akufo-Addo by day one or sha say family members di twa ne ho hia until say the prior ni bi war Prof.Frimpong Boateng ni no na nka onkasa. So when you talk at this point, yes, it's good, but you are no hero because you were part of the problem. You saw it, but because you were compromised, you let it slide. And then who will take you serious when you're talking about all these things? It's the same thing, the same issue I have with Alan. When this whole thing was going around, the treasury, the mayhem were being visited on innocent Ghanaians. When journalists were being attacked all over, nobody was able to write and say, oh, Adabraka, you're party near, but they were there, broso. Until say the prior be warned and you see, these people are no heroes. They are not different from the people they are criticizing. They are the same. Because what I know, they say, if you are part of a political party, you are part of any organization, Alaska, you don't serve the organization for the organization's sake. Because your convictions aligns with the tenets and the values and the principles of that particular organization, and until the very moment those tenets, values and principles are betrayed, you are no longer part of that organization. That is what we need to know.
You are no longer part.
Our attachment to party, must not be emotional, must not because Madam Funemi. You see, the reason I'm for a joint political party is ideologically, obey on the principle, values, and then the tenant or believe in. So you project those principles and look at various political parties in the ideology, agenda, and so now which of them and syncing with mine. Okay. So I'm not your connection with the party, it's not about emotions like your momentum. It is about those values and principles and policies and what they ban how are syncing with your personal conviction. Near you expect to be done. So when you get to a point and those connections are no longer there, then it means you can no longer connect. That is how you look around and look for somebody who has the same potential. So we will connect. It's like a Wi-Fi. Yes, some password now, Alaska, you can't connect anymore.
Yes, some password.
You can't connect. What I say? You want the network. Your friends say, "We know you're disconnected. You can't join. You can't join anymore." So Alaska, you must be a rally point. You must stand up for something, believe in your conviction, and stand for it no matter the consequences. That is what these guys fail to do. So Akufo-Addo there, he has set up this criminal enterprise. That is a fact.
Setting up criminal enterprise.
That is what he's running with.
So it's a government.
Alaska is with a tiny cabal of his family. Your friends, guys are more encroaching the whole governance in Nasabi. Omudidin Semuni the Omope, Obia fully entitled to do whatever that he want to do. And among them, he is there to protect his very own. So now no mete say Abante ya capital bank yes ya jailino.
15 years.
Exactly. You see, at 2 Asian, right?
That's at 2 Asian.
Yes, Alaska. So obi committed financial crimes against this country, or more especially when the person when the person goes to court and take a plea bargain. It means you put yourself at the mercy of the judge, the open or the bail, and when you accept to pay, it means you are at some point, and I say And at that point, you put yourself at the mercy of the court. Judge, will decide what to do to you. Because I know the day, one man wants to their man say, Papa, my body, up be fire me. When you take a plea bargain, that's what it means. So you need to make some concessions. But Alaska, that is a fact. But the question is, how? Really, we are committed to the fight against corruption. Ask yourself, say, Frimpong Boateng report all the buy, one kasaka. There are instances that one man, videos, no audios, and as a forum, back some of the issues. Today he's telling us there are no evidence of it. Media prosecuted Obia. So this chunk of individuals in executive summary report, Papa Uchrakoma president, they are letting go everybody. Alaska. And again, yet to Kromana, Sankro for Kroya, Namwani. According to Morris Amparen, as for he sponsored the MPP as a political party. This guy run a Ponzi scheme at the low level. Ghana for Sikama, Ghana for Bibre, and I'm sure the guy has been living in this country for several years. Nobody has done anything to him, despite all the your friends at Nema Ekahono or being prosecuted. So when you do these things, then there will be a misfeeling. Though people begin to ask questions, your intention for prosecuting these people, is it political? Because there are people within one casa committed crimes a change. So
I want to grow for no man
Mate Alaska. A man for committed Bonia Cassia Eboroso. But they are dining and whining with you at the corridors of power. You don't see anything wrong with it. Because you sitting as a forum and ask the expose your moments and buy or whatever.
I don't want to say selective job.
Alaska, he's let go. Former GFA president, because in Yantachinishu, no, because he's saying, I could find the cuckoo, CID soccer report, because he's saying, all these cases, the Attorney General never showed any interest. So I know the day, selective justice, and away. So that is, and I'm Ghana for your war, because me, I don't have a problem, Obi, and in the Sabo Ghana for Sikama, Obi and Hotemra, the Mrano. I think that we need to establish certain conventional deterrents. Sebaya, who say, or Mainsika, there are consequences. But in fighting that, that fight must be universal, it must be neutral, it must accommodate or be guilty. Irrespective of where the person stands across the political divide. So Nipana ye bonea, the color in any way, deal with the person and make sure say the system certain trust and confidence. It is not about where you stand. It is not about your political leanings or affiliation. And as a baby, Namum Bonnet is Bonnet any color beer. So how do you convince Ghana for say upon some up from Pom what's in the Abba? Evidence upon evidence. Anas Nenim for Bayebi investigations APA audio reporting and as for videos, and there has been testimonies from these same guys as about one thing. Now upon all these things. Obatenaka says I won't even prosecute Obia. Yet the Kromana Koyote Kumasia, Opo, Alaska. These guys invaded the forest, and Kokuba who came out with an extensive report, and there were a report from Mineral Commission and for citing and pinpointing this guy. Say, Aquanta miners. In some way, we had the president, Roman for a convention, and Sekokacho say, won't mean president on your police or on your BR, and I'm not sure, say, not yet. Investigation be a brief about the outcome because the answer the president be brief it means that some investigation has been constituted. You run it to the ends of it. No realize investigation no crash and free mama. Then you brief the president. He can go out and talk about it. None of that thing was done. I know the day he let go all these people. So at the end of the day, the question is, what motive for the fight against corruption? And as whatever you call it, is it really holistic? Right. Are you really committed to fighting corruption and as a political vindictiveness going against people you perceive or more way? Because this financial way, also our banking sector, you good. You need a number of people who are involved. I saw Otabalin as if we were involved. So what has become of their involvement?
I say chairman,
on your serious. And I'm telling you, sir, we are just jokers and you go maimu. Obiatam we shall no one in a mini panel by this handsome who we are. Then you let them then they go. These people in the name of God take the stage, they deceive people, rip them of their properties, they enrich themselves and people become poor. Me say a time will come Ghana for these enterprises are hoodwinking people into selling their properties and giving their monies to these guys, that enterprise will end. Right. That day is coming soon. So Alaska, the fight against corruption there, Akufo-Addo has shown sufficiently that he's never committed. That is why he brought this Attorney General. Because a guy will buy the oil just to protect this particular regime. That is why the other lady, look at the circumstances LED to exit. Until date, he has even been part of this government. Sincerely, the power issue has been pending. Has anybody shown any specific interest? Go and look at the kind of reporter writing about it. Makacha, the special prosecutor, did up and then the John. At the end, this whole thing will not get anywhere. Alaska, there has been instance among for committee corruption. The president person among for taking the CEO say yes. This is the Akufo-Addo who promised Ghanaians of fighting corruption or will protect the public purse. Public purse and so they really committed that. What prosecuting are to SN we na genuinely no prosecuting we Ghana for man more piafo. But on twaso or no one in for among them there are series of them among committed crimes are those crimes they are so filthy and nasty to the extent that Ghana for expects him to do something. But you can't fold your arms amidst of crimes from your own within and then you'll be prosecuting people. That is not justice.
That is not justice. That's yes, Ivan J. Innocent. This is at 27 minutes. Into 2 p.m. still live on the radio. I want 92.3 FM. Mahana people near Masania don't unit. I want to see a promo or see the Nefala. Now, my effort 3 questions and from the member of parliament, Adema Shai Osudoku. Shai Osudoku, and then what it there. Now, they are watching in a member of parliament, Honorable Linda Obiniwa Akwele Okulu. Yasu Kobia Kopwasi, about see a friend in Tilapia. And they money the assessor. And this kind of amount the doctoral board of Elohim Theological College and Seminary today confirmed the honorary doctor degree of human letters. That's Honoris Causa. And this is in recognition of her contribution to the growth of your profession, God's work and service to humanity. Congratulations. Honorable Linda, we are indeed proud of you. And the member of parliament for Shao Sudoku, and then you are conferred on her a doctorate, honorary award, and then the Ninano doctor account, and Honorable Dr. Linda Obiniwa Akwele Okulu. Congratulations. And Sana Yamiya Nadia, and wo piano pano, as a man not is Sakura, wo piano didn't cause no pie. And now, Yamano, a doctorate way assistance now, Honorable Dr. Linda Obiniwa Akwele Okulu. Shall Sudoku member of parliament. Busabra, YouTube, Ahuto TV, who say, or the whole kama, who called YouTuber, type Ahuto TV, who say, Honorable Linda Obiniwa Akwele Okulu, or the whole kama.